Hello! To make sure everything's working. Da, 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 da. So, first thing everyone's going to notice about this is probably the lack of volume on the computer. That is because, well, yes, Avatarian King, you have been summoned. I'm going through and I'm going to be doing the discussion talks that I said I was going to do a while ago. I guess I have to have my phone open on YouTube just to keep an eye on everything. Make sure that I don't miss any chats that I need to shout out. I'm glad to know it's all working. So yes, you hath been summoned. But we're going to start with the topic of anger. And we're playing a deck that I just kind of made a while ago that's more of a joke deck than anything else. Rounds go by pretty quickly with it. So, anger. I won't lie.
Chance?
Yes, Cross.
Mom wants you.
I'm recording.
He's recording.
People can always text me, but that never seems to be an option. Always got to be contacted in person. So anger, the what's, the whys, the hows, the wins. You know, it's hard to do these one-word topics because there's not too much to say on the subject. 1 second, guys. Yes, Cross.
Mom wants you to stop recording. She's leaving.
Okay.
She's leaving to go to the store, and I'll be the only, and me and you will be the only one here.
Okay. You can leave my door open, Cross, and you can come get me if you need me.
Okay. Look at this. Golden.
So, I don't know what they're talking about that's mine. So let's talk about anger. Now, why do people get angry? People get angry for a lot of different reasons. Most of it is very personal. For instance, I get angry about a lot of things, but I don't get angry unless someone has disrespected my friends or my family. A lot of the people who know me IRL had a taste of this a couple Fridays ago on Snapchat, where I blew up. Wait and see if there's another one. Nope. Okay. But yeah, no, I blew up. I got really, really mad about 2 Fridays ago. And, oh, I can't target now. You evil genius. I have to pass. How evil. It's actually really smart. I never would have thought to do that. So anger is honestly more of an emotion than it is anything to revolve around logic at all. And yes, I know that I said I would talk about the logical side of things, but there's really not a logical side of things in this scenario. You know, gotta grab, not you. I need to grab someone, but they're not here, so whatever. I'm just stuck. And it's not going to. Yeah. We're gonna pass. So I've lost this one more than likely. Yeah, that resolves. Yeah, so I don't really know if I can talk on some of these. Like, I can't really talk on anger. I can't really talk on anxiety because I don't know too much about anxiety. The best I could do about the anger one is to talk about a personal experience on it, but it doesn't really help anyone. That's why I kind of threw them out there as ideas, but, you know. Depression, though, I can talk a bit about. You know, with depression... there's a lot of reasons that people can become depressed. There's medical reasons. There's reasons that aren't medical. Like, there are some people that are depressed currently, but are not always depressed. And those people, I think, I don't remember the name of the person, but there's a guy who he put it best. He definitely put it best. What are you doing, dude? It's not my turn. When he said, the depression, that for those people, depression is like a cloud. It comes over, it makes things sad, then it leaves. And, you know, I don't think he was too far off in that example. You know, maybe that's just personal thought, but I don't think he was too far off in that example. You know, yes, for the medical terms, medical depression is something that I think you should talk to a therapist about. You should talk to someone about, try to get help, seek help. Yes, Lance, I know you're always depressed. I know. I honestly think you should go to a therapist, you know, and try to get help and attention for that. But it's your choice on whether you do or do not. So I can't say too much about that. Resolves. Fuck it. I can't believe I lost so fast. Resolve. I've passed the turn. I'm not doing anything, game. And yes, it costs money to go do those things, but I would rather know that you're out getting the help that you need than sitting around constantly thinking and being depressed. I'm really not the best person to talk about with this. Bullying. I know that bullying is a hot topic. Bullying can cause depression, actually. Bullying can be caused by depression, too. Some bullies do it because they are depressed and they think there is no other outlet. Fun little... I guess that wouldn't be fun, but a little factoid for you. Hey, we're on Carnigan. So now by the way, it's cycling me through these guys. I don't know why. I'm gonna try moving this so I can see the screen just a bit better. There we go, that works. I win! But bullying, no, I think schools have... I think they've taken it to a new, stupid level of extreme. You know, most schools have a rule that if you get hit, you can't hit back. In society, if someone is bullying you, you can't really do anything about it. Especially if you're an adult. I mean, I know it sounds, childish, but that's why no one takes care of it after you're an adult, is because everyone thinks that if you're being bullied as an adult, well, then you in their minds, they think in some way, shape, or form you probably deserve it, which is stupid. Because when it comes to bullying, the only person that deserves to have a voice at that point is not society, but the bully and the bullied. And I think the bully deserves to have a voice because, the bully needs to explain why they're doing what they're doing. I don't really care what the scenario is. If I hear that someone is being bullied, I will confront the bully and figure out, okay, well, why the hell do you think it's okay to do this? What makes it right for you to bully X, Y, or Z? And I say X, Y, or Z because, I don't know who they're bullying at the time. And if the reason is just, and it's some stupid bullshit, then the best way to deal with that bully is to stand up to the bully, because they do it because they think they have the power to do so. You take the power away and the bully crumbles. Sometimes they try to fight back harder, but that's when you go train on how to fight. Honestly, that's when you do that. Watch this. This guy's about to lose all of his deck. This is where I start winning. You. And I gave up. Yay. But yes, no, I know it sounds cliche, but the best way to deal with a bully is to stand up to them. Yeah, I can't really talk too much more with pizza because the kid made fun of his girlfriend. I respect your brother for that. That is the appropriate response to that happening. Now, I don't know if Panda's in the chat, but Panda asked about pedophilia in a pedophile in your family. Honestly, the best thing to do with that, I would say, is go to the cops. I don't know, the entire scenario, so I can't help too much with this, but I would say, first and foremost, second, go to the police. If you know that they're being a pedophile, go to the police. That's all I really got on that. I'm not good at this, guys. I don't know if you could tell or not, but I'm not good at this. Okay, blue, so a lot of blue creatures. So now we're going to get into some of Lance's requests, like, can you be LGBTQ plus and religious? To that, I actually say yes. You probably can't be extremely religious, like, you can't be the diehard Christian that thinks that, being anything other than straight is wrong, obviously. But I guess technically you can. I think some trans people view themselves as straight still. I don't know how it works, okay? Endpoint. I'm gonna target you. And, so yeah, that's a thing. You know, I think that you can be LGBTQ plus and religious, but that's mainly just because I believe in religion more as a general guideline. I think I know I've heard someone else say this, but I think the best phrasing I've ever heard is religion should be treated. Oh, that's cool. Religion should be treated as a guideline, and for Christianity, the best guideline is the Ten Commandments. Basically, the Ten Commandments go, don't be a dick. I know there's a lot of Christians out there right now that are going, that's not what it is. That's kind of what it is. It's the Bible telling you don't be a goddamn dick. Pros and cons of monogamy in our current society. Oof. Oof. You guys are hitting me hard with some of these, Lance. So pros and cons current society of being monogamous. With how much cheating is going on is what this question was specifically. Well, I think that you got to look at it from a very personal point of view with that. For instance, personally, I am not monogamous. I am polyamorous. Anyone who has an issue with that, too fucking bad. You could post really quick, Miranda. You can post those in the chat if you would like to, or you can post them. Like you can post them in this chat real quick if you want to post a topic. But most people are posting it on my personal Discord. If you want, I can get you a link to that later. Should be in the description below, though. But yes, no, I am polyamorous, and that is because in my heart of hearts, I know I cannot love only one person. I can't do it. I cannot do it. It's not even that it doesn't appeal to me, it just doesn't work for me. My heart. Oh no, we're doing attackers. Cancel attacks. No attacks. No attacking. When I fall in love, everyone was invited, Miranda. I made mine before you guys had yours. But, you know, I'm polyamorous because I can fall in love with more than one person. I thought that it was just, you know, because I remember growing up and hearing the you can only fall in love with one person spiel. I remember that spiel, you know, and that if you ever fall in love with someone else while you say that you're in love with another person, that means that you don't actually love that person. I believe that is bull. And I believe that honestly for a multitude of different reasons. If you really think about it, monogamy became a thing because of religion. For instance, I think it was the Greeks that started it, honestly. Because most people in history had more than one, you know, lover. They would have more than one lover at the same time, and it wasn't viewed as wrong. It was just everyday life, you know. And this goes into it goes really deep into how people view things like slavery nowadays, which I really don't want to get into because that's a whole other wagon on its own. Yeah, we're gonna do this just because I can. Yeah, that's a whole other barrel of monkeys all on its own. I got rid of a lot of things. Because the way Americans did I know that I just said that it's a whole other barrel of monkeys, but the way Americans did slavery was crap. But on the other hand, the way the Romans did slavery, that was pretty choice. Because the Romans were, I mean, slavery is in general wrong, but the way the Romans did it was you either, after they got to a certain level of power, it was, we're going to send you a message. During that message, in that message, you have the option, surrender or lose. And if you chose to surrender, you just became part of the Roman Empire. You were Roman at that point. They let you into their lives. They didn't even tell you you couldn't worship your own deities. They were freedom of religion. They said, yeah, no, you have your gods, goddesses, whatever. That's cool. We have ours, as long as you don't bash ours, we won't bash yours, whatever. But if you said no, if you said we're going to fight, then the Romans said, okay, we're going to beat you down now. And everyone else said, what? And the Romans said, yeah, no, we're going to beat you down. We're going to make all of you our slaves. And they did this to everyone. Did not matter your race, your skin color, anything. All that mattered to them, Roman, not Roman. Yeah, that's how that worked. But it's a whole spiel I could go off on for probably 30 minutes. Because I know I've done that before. And I know I got really off topic on the monogamy thing. But to be fair, that is how my view on monogamy is that it just doesn't work. It never really worked in the first place. It hurts people to think that. And I honestly think, and this part's more of a joke than anything else, but I honestly think that religious leaders started it because they couldn't get a date. And they were just like they couldn't get more than one girl, and they're like, more than one person's wrong. Politics, are they better or worse now? Politics went to hell when people basically said, screw you, George Washington. And for those that are unaware of what I'm talking about, George Washington famously said, a house divided cannot stand. Guess what everyone did after George left? They divided the house. And fun fact, Democrats were originally the Southern party. So all of you who want to hate on the Southern for being Republican and, Confederate and yada, 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 Confederacy was Democratic. I honestly think that politics, before they were televised everywhere, were a hell of a lot better. Because it was more about, here are the facts, here's what I can do, let's go off of that. Now, it's, well, they're ugly, they're stupid. I think both political parties are absolute trash. Democratic, Republicans, then Democrats. Lincoln said that. Look, end point was they were Democratic, Lance. And Miranda, you might be right. I just always thought it was George Washington. I'd have to double check that and look it up. But yeah, no, politics, they're just filled with morons that think they know better than everyone else, which is not true. They're just morons. Well, history teachers have lied to me once more. The only other thing I got on here right now is abortion. Abortion. That's a heavy one, guys. Like, honestly, that's a heavy one. Yeah, we'll do that and that, and you probably have something to make him stronger? No? Ooh. My bad. But with abortion,
this is all I'm gonna say on the subject. It's not my body. It'll never be my body. I ain't touching this shit. I'm not touching this subject. If, you know, I don't think in general, like, I think that this is one of those things where men should not be voting for this. I mean, yes, in all technicality, half of it is their DNA. But they're not the ones who have to go through the 9 months dealing with it. They just have to go through the 9 months of their wife, girlfriend, etc., having mood swings and, you know, their hormone imbalance and all that fun stuff. That's all they have to go through. But no, in the end, I think abortion should be left up to the female. I don't think that. I honestly do not understand why there are so many guys that are trying to talk about whether or not abortion is okay or wrong or yada yada yada. It's not up to us at all. You know, we're not the ones dealing with it. So why are we discussing this? It's kind of all I had on this little list. Yeah. We're gonna do this, because I've lost this horribly. I got rid of Gigantosaurus! Haha, screw you! I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's... but you got Galt. Damn, son. Galt would cost more, though. Trample. That's why they have trample. Oof. Had some McDonald's earlier. Bleh. But there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. Away from all these topics that I apparently am just absolutely trash at talking about. I've been watching a different type of thing on YouTube recently. A what if series on it's mainly Dragon Ball that I see it with, to be fair. Mainly. We're gonna go with Angel Demon for ranked battles. Yeah, it's mainly Dragon Ball stuff. And I wanted to know if anybody would be interested in me doing a what if series. Because I've already got one in mind that I'm gonna start talking about now. You know, obviously it's not as fun as the other guys because they spend a lot more time putting effort into this. And, you know, they probably know a lot more about the Dragon Ball series than I do. I mean, I know the Dragon Ball series, but these guys know the Dragon Ball series. You know what I mean? So, what if Broly landed on Namek? Like, what if he, you know, what if for whatever reason their pod went to Namek? So, here's my logic behind this. My very first logic behind this. We are told that Earth is 6 months from Namek by space travel. We are also told, however, you know, we also know that Goku was able to, if you go with Super, he was like a 2-year-old. He looked like a 1-2-year-old maybe. Whenever he was sent to Earth. So yeah, so, you know, he was still around that age. You know, he was still around that age whenever he arrived on Earth. So Planet Vegeta couldn't have been too far from Earth. So, what if, like I said, Broly arrived on Planet Namek? And, you know, Planet Namek has those suns. Planet Namek has this 3 suns. I'm gonna start writing something down. It's got the 3 suns, so it's always sunny there. So Broly wouldn't be able to, ever go Great Ape. He wouldn't really ever destroy things. I think to start off, some of the Namekians would be able to kind of stop him from doing stupid stuff. I think that at least Nail had to be strong enough to either calm him down or something, And so I think that, we could have a really cool story where Broly is just being trained by these Namekians, being taught to just chill the fuck out, And what is this? Okay, just power forward. But he's being taught to chill out, to control his rage, and then trained how to fight. So that by the time that the Z fighters and everyone show up, everyone's kind of just like, Broly's sitting there and he's just like, yo, it's more Saiyans. Put it in your hand. Cool. Can I do this in 7-Up? I can. Broly is, instead of getting enraged at Kakarot, it's like, hey, more of my people, And whenever Frieza starts killing everything, he's like, hey, don't do that. But yeah, no, I think there's some really fun possibilities that could be had here if you look into it. And I'm going to do I'm going to write some notes and actually come up with something, and I'm going to record and actually set up this idea that I have in my head now of Broly on Namek, and how that would change the Dragon Ball canon. Because obviously, the first big thing that gets changed, you meet Broly really early on. Broly's met like immediately. I'm gonna do that one, and that one. So yeah, Broly is met almost immediately upon, being at Namek, instead of this giant gap. He's met before Super Saiyan has happened. In point, I think it'd be a really cool thing, and I'm going to do a little talk thing about it. I'm gonna do an entire thing stylized around it. I'm gonna check real quick. Discordia. Discordia. Okay. I'll have to do things. Yeah. I know I'm a really bad speaker, which is why I normally don't do this type of stuff on my own. Discordia. All I have to do is hit you with the flyer, Discordia. Oh, cool. So I've won. I win. Gain life. Lose life. Yeah. But yeah, that's something that I'll do. How long has this been going? We've only been here for 34 minutes. Oof. Anybody have any questions or something that they could ask me so that I could start doing anything else in life? Ooh, yay, a rare wild card. Actually, I think I need a couple of you. Decks. Built a deck that I actually really think... I really enjoy the way this deck is going to be done. See, Imagine Orator that I want, but maybe I can do some other stuff. My favorite animal. I like dogs. I like dogs more than anything else in this world. I like them more than people. I think people are stupid. I'm gonna do life. I like dogs specifically. I like boxer dogs because I grew up with them. And you know, boxers are really friendly. I think all dogs are nice, like except tiny dogs. I don't like tiny dogs. I don't like tiny dogs. Tiny dogs are not for chance. Yes, I have the setup. So the setup here, Jesus Christ! What is this deck that I'm fighting against? Holy crap! Is this the anti-mill deck? 244 cards. Oh shit, man. Ooh. Oh yeah, so I like dogs. I think dog is really cool. You bitch. You bring in my life like that. Fuck you. If I had to go with a non-domesticated breed, though, I know that wasn't asked, but I'm gonna start working on that towards that anyway. If I had to go with a non-domesticated breed of dog, I would go with non-domesticated breed of dog. If I had to go with a non-domesticated animal, I don't know, to be honest. There's a lot of really cool animals, and I think whales are pretty cool. You know, they're really loud, but they're really cool. What is the point of having a deck this big? I'm not casting that. Any other questions? Hey, another Johnny's welcome. No, bug me about it. I do enjoy playing testing this deck though. Yeah, no, cool. This is a good deck. I like this deck. See, here's the thing, Miranda. Everyone's here. They just refuse to speak because they're all cowards. And you know, any one of them could prove me wrong by speaking right now. That's what I thought. You know, normally Smog keeps conversation going in the chat for me. But Smog be not here. Hey, a normal sized deck. Yep. Lance has shown his cowardice. I won't lie, I'm extremely tired. I exercised a bit before I did this. Now I'm tired, like, as all balls. Um, Luminous Bounds. Yes. Yes. I didn't call for you, Cross. This thing will come up 4-4 real quick. Oof. This thing's about to get big. I love that it lights things up. It's so cool. What do you mean by who dat? I need clarification. I'm not sure when you sent that. So basically right now this is asking him to discard a card, which obviously they don't want to do. It's now 10-10. Oh, that was Cross. Yeah, that was my little brother Cross. I don't have anything that explores though. Fake news. We're gonna try life out in ranked. I want to see how it works here. I'm so mad that I wasn't playing this to get into the mythical tournament that they're doing. They're doing a 64-player mythical tournament. The winner gets $1 million. Like, bruh. Duarte Pikachu. Duarte Pikachu. I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep this. I definitely think I'll be ending this stream soon. I just wanted to go ahead, let everyone know that I was back doing stuff for a bit. You know. Oh, that's my computer. I'm like, why is this cable still in my leg? I'm trying to get rid of it. It's ugly. No attacks. Why? Like, nah, I'll get that health. Done. Done. I'll end this stream off after this is said and done, guys. After this battle, let you all get back to your normal days and stuff. Hopefully next time I'll have some better stuff to do. I don't care about taking damage. Like, honestly, do damage. Let that one, you know, get buff. I am going to start trying to play actual Magic the Gathering competitively. And to do that, I'm going to I'm going to start working on building Magic the Gathering decks in real life that I can do competitively. That's how you play that card. There you go. We'll do both of them, see who gets what. You don't read, do you? Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, hopefully as long as it's allowed, I will be able to vlog, because I want to vlog the competitive matches that I do. Because, you know, I just, whatever. Obviously, there's no one here to listen, and I'm kind of just talking to myself. Yeah, that's... guys can't really hear it, but there's noise now. I mean, you might be able to hear it through the mic, but it would come out distorted, I believe. Like, I can't block you. I don't know why you're not attacking. Oh, it's because I'm so close to winning. Damn, that loads fast. See, he's trying to figure out how to deal with these two. He's just like, if I do this, I'll lose my spark tongue. What if I attack and he can... The hell's with all the land? You don't eat this much land. Look, dude, just start attacking so I can start attacking again. You are... This dude is the reason this video is going to be an hour long. I blame him. Fuck this guy. No, it says there's 3 people in chat, and I can see 2 of them being me. Yeah, I can see 2. But no, I have to sit through this again. The power of my health was just too amazing. that's how we're going to end this video off. Boring and so annoying. Well, later, people.